Hello, Kenyans. This is an urgent message, and this message goes to the whole nation. The Gen Zs have been on the streets for the longest, trying to call the ouster of the sitting president, that is President William Samoei Ruto. And we remember the first time they went on the streets was on June 25th, when the June last year when came out in big numbers, and that was to stop the finance bill to be from being signed and passed in the parliament, from being signed by the president, because it was already passed in the parliament, so it was just waiting the president's signature to pass it. And in that they started chanting Ruto must go. So the chant has been there, or the stand has been there even up to this year. People are still doing it, that Ruto must go, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. And that is what the Gen Z need, and maybe the whole nation is shaken, because if you go in different places, maybe that is still the same song that people are singing. But I have a concern over these, at least two concerns or three concerns on this. Last time you heard Jalango say something that Ruto getting the second time will be impossible, but taking him out or ousting him will be the biggest problem ever in this country. That is what he said. And I'm seeing it because, again, the people who are supposed to get this guy out and don't have a definite plan on what they should do. So the question is, even if he leaves now, what will happen to this nation? Is there someone who is ready to take over? Okay, the constitution, does it allow? No, no, what does the constitution say on the same? If the president is wherever leaves the state without elections, becomes okay, resigns without elections, what happens next? That is one thing that most of these politicians don't want to tell you. So we have a legion of other leaders, a group of other leaders, if I may use the right word, a group of other leaders who are going around the nation. And I won't be shy to mention some of the names of these people. We have a group that is led by Gachagua. And there's another group that's led by Gachagua, with Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa. Recently, we've had the addition of Matiang'I among those people. And then we have Natembeya, George Natembeya, on the same, plus other leaders who are making rounds around the nation, calling on to the people to, who brought up the one-time slogan, and my cousins and one-time slogan to Ruto, the Ruto's presidency, which is a very key thing. But these are the people that want to talk about now for at least for 1 or 2 minutes. The first thing about these people is you realize that they don't have a definite, like personally, I feel like they don't have a definite plan on how they want to oust this guy. They don't have a definite plan on what they will do next after this guy is gone, because all they are saying and telling people is he must go. What after he has gone? Okay, there are things that have happened during his rule, and we all agree that that is not right. Yeah, the things that have happened, we agree that is not right. The extrajudicial killings and all these things are not right things to be done in any country, in any democratic country. So that is right. So if they're calling against that, we stand with them on that. That should be stopped, because even the president himself said that he will stop the abduction. So we took him as with his word on that. But these guys literally don't have a plan. So I really want to know if someone knows what is the main plan after. Let me just say, maybe their first call goes on that Ruto resigns, the president of Kenya resigns. What are they going to do? Who among them will be the president? Who among them will take over the presidency of this nation immediately? Do they have someone who will do that? Or the resigning means that we'll have a by-elections after what? And who will be leading the nation, even as we wait for the next elections of the president of Kenya currently? So I believe that they don't have a definite plan, and they should come up with a definite plan on how they can work all these things out and bring peace and sanity in this country. But if they're just moving around with the same narrative of Ruto must go, one time, Kasongo one time, Kasongo one time, Kasongo one time, and all this other thing, it will be very easy for this guy, for President Ruto to beat them even in 2027, because I know this guy is planning everything possible to make sure that he gets the 2027 opportunity to lead this nation again. So if we have these people, this is the end, who are calling and saying that even the first time should not be over, but they don't have a plan. It might look like what happened in 2022 again, when Raila Amolo Odinga fought here, the state machinery, and his people relaxed and they knew they have it. They knew the deep state will help them to get in. Then, without knowing who the real deep state was, they lost the elections immediately. So we got to do something. Okay, these guys have to do something much better. And these are called to Gachagua, a call to Gachagua, a call to Kalonzo Musyoka, a call to a call to Matiang'I, a call to Wamalwa, and a call to Natembeya. You guys need to sit down, have a proper strategy, and as you walk around the country, tell people what you are going to do immediately after the president is gone, or the president resigns, or maybe if the one-time thing goes on, what will happen next. But if you just go around saying how bad he is and all that, and you're not giving solutions, that's what I mean, you're not giving solutions to this being, then that's a problem. And you guys, you need to remember, just a bunch of people who were in the very, very government that was doing all sorts of atrocities to the people. But when you were there, you never did anything. So now you're there, you think you'll do. No, we just don't want the same thing that the Englishmen will say, same monkeys in different forests, transferring monkeys in different forests, and you think they'll give you a solution to the problem that is affecting the fruits in the forest. Yep. If these monkeys are eating bananas in this forest, then you transfer them in the next forest thinking that they won't eat the bananas in the next forest. It doesn't really work that way. So can you give us solutions? And that is why I narrowed down my argument. I narrowed down my reasonings when I say that the person who is worthy to be the president of this nation will be David Maraga. As far as I'm concerned on this, will be David Maraga. You get me right? As far as I'm concerned on this. But at any other point, these guys that not these other guys, I don't think if they are fit for that position. I don't think if they are fit for that position. No, 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 no. They're not. I don't think if they're fit for that position. No, no, they're not. So we need to think wise as Kenyans. Yeah, let's avoid all these hula baloos. Let's avoid these on and forth of struggles and fighting each other for nothing. We all love each other. Love you guys. Bye.